Hello, it's me, Jack-a-Lopium. Welcome along. We are back playing some more The Guild 3. This will be episode X. I don't know exactly which episode this will be because of just the way I'm editing them. I'm doing one long kind of play session and then chopping it up into episodes. What I did do though, off camera, was I decided to buy a foundry. So this is the new shop. This is shop 6 of 6, business 6 of 6. I am still, I'm just kind of spamming the,
can't help right now.
what is the command? Yeah, I also, off camera, went and spent some time with my wife and made a second offspring. So that'll drop in the next couple of years. There you go, there's another one.
I'm hurrying.
Hey, I just noticed.
Otherwise engaged.
I think what we do... Yeah, look, the business is there. No. How do you... Because I noticed that if you look, there is some health loss on this rostrum. Obviously, there's some kind of decay. I guess repair building. Whoa, 73. Holy smoke. I'm just going to repair everything, all of my businesses, I think. And yeah, we are, we've not hit like, well, we've just started the business day, I guess. And then I've not done, I'm going to just slow this right down a sec. So yeah, this is the foundry. We're currently producing silver chains. I've already got a silver chain. I'm wearing a gold chain. And then what I did do, again off camera, and this is pretty cool, I actually crafted a signet ring. You need like 4 gold, 2 paint, and a silver ring. So it costs around 1,000 ducats to craft a signet ring, but I've got a signet ring now, so that's cool. And yeah, we can craft those in our I won't use the term mansion, even though I've used the word mansion in the name. It isn't a mansion, it's just a house, if you will. And we do have to level up or like rank up a couple more times before we can build the next level of residence. Yeah, look, patrician, you need nobleman, and then if we go into the skill tree, patrician, so we need to be a patrician and then a nobleman, so it's going to cost a lot. We can afford that now. Actually, that is decent. And I think what we do is we spend this turn just getting the last few upgrades of all of our businesses. I've decided to keep all of my businesses, even though they're not all massively doing great, like revenue wise. But I was like poring over like the data charts off camera, and it's just there are so many choices, which I guess is a good thing. A lot of the choices you could involve like people saying, oh yeah, fishing huts, the revenue is great on the fishing huts. But it's revenue compared to expenses. There's like no expenses on fishing huts or orchardist huts. But if you were to sort it by revenue, the pottery hut would be right up there, tinker's hut would be right up there, And then the crude craftsman's hut is right at the top there. So we do need to start filtering out a lot of our kind of like surf level, like tier 1 industries. And I did mention this in one of the previous episodes. But we do need more money. We need a lot more money, really, because I think what I am going to do next, I need to level up. So that's going to be a fair grip of my money to level up to patrician. So let's do that now, and that's a fair old grip of the influence as well. What new things do we get? We get insult. Interesting. So I guess you can start to target rival dynasties. Then you've got like long distance journeys and like letter from the Inquisition. You can use your connection to a specific source to have a letter written from the Inquisition, or at least one that looks like it originated from the Inquisition. This one will enable you to frighten a poor Protestant to such an extent that they see the hounds of God literally everywhere. And that bumps our honesty up quite a bit. And that is what we wanted. We did want to push our honesty up. I mean, it only costs 100 influence points. Oil the wheels of bureaucracy. Cunning ++. Egoist ++. Yeah. And that would negatively affect our honesty, but it's a big old grip of XP there. And it gives us 800 what's it? But yeah, it would cost us 11.5 grand. Play a game of dice, blah blah blah, and then spy on a building. Ugh. So yeah, the next level is 20k and 1,000 influence. So that is some way off in our future. But yeah, like I say, I think we spend this time not only upgrading our foundry, which is like our tier 2. I think, can we actually level up the building? You don't have the necessary skills. Okay, so we would then need to go back into the skill tree, and it would cost us another 3.5 grand to get metalworking of 2. So yeah, it's going to cost us. And then what I would like to do is actually save up enough dosh to buy this business. So we would have that blacksmith, and then this is going to be a blacksmith as well. So we would have a blacksmith at either end, just so we've got like a monopoly. And yeah, the other thing that I did off camera, we're now, I can't remember if I talked about this before, I'm now like the first rank of like city official. I've also applied for the boss of these two, so kind of still in the first tier, but kind of like tier 1.2, I guess. There's me. The unfortunate problem is this guy, Aldrich Goddard. If we look at him, he's actually a nobleman. He's a squire, so he is like, he's like from like, you know, a noble family, and we're not. We're like still peasants. He's got the metaphysical belt, which I like the look of. I wouldn't mind one of these. +2 strength. The other thing I would like to do actually when it comes to businesses is if we grab stonemason 1 and build a stonemason's hut, we can get an object called a grindstone. We can buy these in the market, but they cost like 150, 200 bones each. I want to buy a stack of these buggers, so it is going to be much better if we own our own stonemasonry, and then I'm going to equip all of my employees with a grindstone, and then that grindstone, we'll look it up over here in the market. So like I say, we could buy them. There's nothing to stop us buying them. But yeah, 132, that's actually quite a good price. Stonemasonry 1. And yeah, granite and leather. But I mean, we've got 65 employees. If we go back into the ledger, we can now get a 7th business. So we could either build ourselves a stonemasons, which I would like to do, or we could buy this blacksmith. The problem is this blacksmith is going to cost like maybe 17 grand, so it's going to cost an absolute fortune to buy out this business. But that's something that I would like to do. But again, I don't think we've got enough money. So yeah, I would like to do another. Yeah, and I was going to show you again with the budget book. Go into score, and you can see. I mean, we are slightly lower than these two guys here. I suspect that's because they've got like their full number of I think they're pumping like liquid assets. I think. Because you actually get an absolute stack. Where is it? Wealth. 1 point for every 1,000 coins. However, if you then sink 4,000 coins, which would be 4 points, into 4K's worth of real estate, that actually lowers you down to 1 point. So for every 4K of property you own, that's 1K of coins. So where I think these guys are doing better than me is because they have more liquidity. I am fairly sure they just have an absolute stack of liquidity. We are not there yet. Can you actually look to see other? No, I guess not. I mean, we just have to guess what this guy's ledger looks like. We can't know that for sure. But yeah, that's where I think it is. I think they've got more liquidity. Ugh. And yeah, the patrician house. But I still think we're early enough so that we don't need to worry too much about just kind of like cheesing the points. But yeah, like I say, you know, vacant office. Sorry, that was a misclick. Slow it down again. What is the vacant office? Like, I have already applied for that. So, when does the vote come, actually? Grant score of 2. Blah, blah. Where is the... Yeah. 0830. So, at 0830, we get to see whether we are going to be promoted or not. We could probably do with killing this guy, but I have no real kind of like muscle. Unfortunately, I'm too honest to have muscle. Unfortunately, I think what we are going to do though
Aye,
ears.
master.
We're gonna do a public relations.
Ah, you. Ah, you. I know you. I know you.
Oh no, did I accidentally...
What's up? Ah, you.
Yeah, I think I messed that up.
Yes?
No. Okay, so...
You wanted to talk to me?
Public relations. Is there anything extra we can do? You can use this power to persuade the other members of your chamber to publicly praise or condemn another family. So we can't actually praise ourselves with much of these options. And there's bribe an official, that's always good. And then there's that oil the wheels of bureaucracy that we were looking at. It's just like the next... but yeah, we don't have the money to do it right now. I don't think I... Wait, what? No, we don't have the money. Yeah, we can do it because she is inside a... She's on an interior. The only guy we can influence... We can't influence her. Oh yeah, we can. It would be 68%. Yeah, let's try and influence her only because I've kind of like tried to influence this guy before. So I have got a couple of pluses with that guy. I don't have any pluses with this lady.
Will do.
And there you go, it's locked in now. So if we follow our guy, he'll go off and he'll try and not... Well, yeah, I guess it is a bribe. No, it isn't a bribe. We're just like, just talking to her. We're just saying how awesome we are and how good we would be for the position for a brighter tomorrow.
My family, we will support you in return. Your candidature was successful.
Of course I will support you.
Excellent! And I also heard that we actually just passed the vote.
New professional level.
That's great. So there's us. We're the boss now. Awesome. We could probably backfill and put our wife in there as well. That would be cool. But like I say, I would prefer my pregnant wife to just spend time at home with the kids. That's like a luxury. Where the game gets more interesting is when you have kind of like your older sons like backfilling. Like you should have like generations of your dynasty. So like Jack Saucebeers would ideally be the mayor, and then you would backfill all of these positions with members of your dynasty. But our guys they're just babies at the moment. I've got one baby and one like unborn unborn child, right?
Here I am.
Let's see where pregnant. Yeah, she's gonna probably remain pregnant until next turn. So where is Daniel actually? Daniel is like our son and heir. Our son and heir. Oh yeah, and family tree, yeah. I mean, he's still one, so we're not even going to send him to school just yet. I think we have enough money to send that guy to school? I don't know. Yeah, and one difference in House of Legacy, again, I don't know if anyone knows, but this playthrough is just like a research document into another game called House of Legacy, which we also played. We played the demo on the channel. It's very similar to the Guild 3, but it's different enough so that it's not like a copy or anything like that. And there's one thing that happens in House of Legacy which doesn't so much happen in the Guild, and that's you get adult like clan members, adult dynasty members, like all drift across and goes, "Hi, I'm your cousin such and such. I've just returned from the war. I'm looking for a job. Can you give me a job in your like burgeoning like empire? You're like the burgeoning like dynastic tradition." So that's cool. So the playthrough I did, again, not on camera, but I played it a lot off camera, and
Will do.
there you go. We're going to return and do another speechifying on the rostrum.
I'm busy.
How close are we to leveling up? We are very close. I think even once we speechify once, we should level up. There's us again running back in there. Yeah, so you've got a lot more kind of choices
New professional.
and a lot more options when it comes to kind of like a dynasty like mansion, and a lot of different choices you can assign to different dynastic members in House of Legacy. I mean, that is one of the reasons why I'm really looking forward to House of Legacy. Again, if if the devs are listening, I'd love a review code, and I think I would say I'm part of the fans of the game who really want like an early access build as well, and there is a really good early access thread on I mean, the game isn't in early access and there is no early access period scheduled. However, if we petition to the devs that we would love an early access period, maybe, just maybe, the devs, if they listen, if they're hearing this, maybe, there you go, we've not leveled up though, so what gives? Okay, so it would be the next speechifying. So let us speechify again. Do it. So yeah, next bit of speechifying, and it looks like our businesses have started to open up. I'm gonna just make sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. 12k, that's amazing. And yeah, like I say, I would I want to diversify into stonemasonry as well. Because, again, for the previous episodes, I've talked about diversifying. And this is how we've diversified. I've also opened up the food prep as well. So we could switch into more food prep as well if we wanted to. But those are the two kind of professions we've branched out in. And, you know, it takes a bit more investing, but if you diversify your kind of business portfolio, you can like weather more kind of like bad things. But I think we are going to concentrate more on handicrafts and stonemasonry. So yeah, let's do that.
Well, I'm so scared. My brain won't work.